Even though Casey was found not guilty on the most serious charge, she was convicted of lying, and she appealed her convictions for lying to cops. The 4 lies were that she worked at Universal Studios, that she left Kaylee with friends, that she talked to Kaylee on the phone, and, of course, that a non-existent Zanny the nanny took her daughter. Well, there was a real Zenaida Gonzalez. You're looking at that woman there who's suing Casey Anthony. Matt Morgan is with us tonight. He is the attorney for the real Zenaida Gonzalez. Where does Zenaida's lawsuit against Casey Anthony stand, and how many times is Casey Anthony going to be able to take the 5th when you depose her and refuse to answer any questions because she's appealing these convictions?
Well, Jane, first of all, as you know, we just had a large victory in our case, and that was we obtained service on Casey Anthony through her attorneys. And so originally at the onset of this thing, her attorneys didn't want to accept service on her behalf.
Spell it out in English for those of us, the Americans who are not lawyers, all of us who are not lawyers. Tell us what you're saying there. You're saying that you were able to hit her with a subpoena?
A subpoena to come to court. So originally, we wanted to serve her through her attorneys, meaning we wanted to get a trial subpoena to her attorneys so she would be present in the courtroom. And so her attorneys said at the onset that they didn't want to accept service on her behalf, and we would have to serve her personally. And
so you didn't know where she was.
Exactly. And so we had to put an entire exactly. And so we put an entire investigation team together, and we literally went around the state tracking her whereabouts. And so we had her location pinned down. And right around the time that we were about to obtain personal service, her attorneys informed us that they would accept service for her, meaning that now she has to come to trial, which was a huge victory because that puts her in the defendant's chair. And for Zenaida, that's a big win in and of itself.
What's the point of this lawsuit? She's already come out, and her lawyers have already come out and said that it is not your client, Zenaida Gonzalez, that she was referring to. So aside from ka-ching, ka-ching, what are you suing her for? She has no money. You can't even find her. She's not going to admit it. You're not Perry Mason. What's the point of this lawsuit? I don't get it.
We have found her. She potentially will have money in the future. I'd say there's a high likelihood that she'll have money in the future.
What are the damages?
What are her damages?
What are your client's damages?
What if I took your picture and I broadcast it to the world and I said you're a kidnapper and presumably a killer
No, Matt,
too?
because
what
from
do
the
you
minute
do then?
From the minute she was identified, her parents came out, Casey came out through her lawyers and said it was not this Zenaida Gonzalez. Game over.
False information.
Case should have been done.
That's
the
false
way
information.
I see it.
That's false information. When Cindy went to the jailhouse to visit Casey, she said, Casey, tell us. Everybody's saying that this Zenaida Gonzalez is the one that kidnapped Kaylee. Tell us it's not true. Tell us what's going on. And she didn't deny it. She didn't say that woman from Kissimmee did not take her child. And then Cindy Anthony went out and broadcast that to the world. And then essentially said that Zenaida Gonzalez, the one that was broadcasted all over the news for the world to see, was the one who in fact kidnapped her child.